Let it go.
If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I would break your neck.
This moment was never part of the plan, as the event was supposed to be a simple stop on the press tour where Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford would meet, exchange words, promote their fight, and move on. But everything fell apart when Gervonta "Tank" Davis suddenly entered, demanded attention, and then struck Terence Crawford on stage in front of the cameras, Dana White, and the entire boxing world, instantly stealing the spotlight and turning what should have been a normal press conference into pure chaos.
Saying that he wants you, things like that. Does that stuff just sound crazy, or just like I'm supposed to be called out?
When you look at all the great fighters, they was getting called out by everybody from different weight classes. So it's nothing, that I'm not surprised about.
A tank would be something that he said he'll touch your chin and.
Man, everybody say what they'll do, but Tank is in his weight class for a reason, and I don't see him come up to 147 to face me no time.
The New York leg of the Canelo and Crawford press tour was set up like a massive fight spectacle, bringing together two undisputed champions under bright lights, surrounded by non-stop cameras, heavy tension in the air, Dana White watching closely, and the entire boxing community locked in and waiting.
Oh, what did you think about the shove, that moment that happened on stage?
Oh, I'm turning on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13?
I don't know, but made me feel more excited.
I love it.
I'm gonna train so far.
Excitement had been building for weeks as Terence Crawford prepared to jump up 2 weight classes, while Canelo Alvarez stood ready to protect his dominance in the 168-pound division.
Turkey, you need to put a small ring, the smaller ring in the...
Hey, Matt. Yeah. The only running that I'm gonna be doing is running upside his head, and I can assure you that. Facts. And he got a big head too.
Beneath the public hype, a separate tension was quietly growing, unrelated to divisions or confirmed fights, as an unspoken conflict continued to build between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Terence Crawford.
He would never even think about to come up to 154.
All right, what about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or is
Man,
it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But like his core personality and his ways.
Despite having no bout planned between them, the strain only intensified with each news story and media appearance, building non-stop until it eventually reached a breaking point.
Hey, David, say you need the money.
Shit.
What's going on with you and Gervonta?
If I'm a boxer, he a boxer, train together. He supposed to say that.
That was what confused everyone watching, because Gervonta Davis had no official reason to be there since he wasn't part of the undercard or tied to any announcement. Yet his long-simmering rivalry with Terence Crawford, which had been building since before the Lamont Roach fight, explained why his presence carried so much tension.
To kind of wrap your brain around that and make... Oh, Kavaliauskas comes forward, and Bud Crawford was hurt.
Following Tank's disputed defeat, Crawford wasted no time criticizing him, pointing out the knockdown, claiming Davis had been shown up, and insisting that the hype around him far surpassed his actual accomplishments.
When people, what I got from that is he's a hater. You don't know me as a person, let's say you don't like me. Like, you don't know me. Like, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck. Him. If everybody including Will, I mean, Will. Fuck.
Same question for you.
You're a proud father.
Tank didn't remain silent. When he learned Crawford would be on stage in New York in front of cameras from across the nation, he saw a chance, not to talk, but to act. Here's how the moment unfolded. Canelo and Crawford were finishing their face-off, cameras capturing every angle, the crowd buzzing, but still under control. As Crawford began to step off the stage, the atmosphere suddenly changed.
Streets, you and Canelo, what would it look like?
Come on, man. Yeah, I know what I do. I ain't got to talk about it on the streets. I'm me against anybody. I ain't never gonna say another man gonna whoop me. So, you know what I mean? That's your answer right there.
I guess in Guadalajara, you think it'd be a little different on the streets if Terence came to town?
I think every city, every place is different, no? It's different. But we don't talking about the streets. We're talking about boxing, the beautiful sport of boxing. So that's different, way different than the streets.
Edge of the stage, Gervonta Davis appeared, and within moments, order dissolved into chaos. Security froze, unsure how to respond, and the crowd was left in shock. Before anyone could intervene, Tank had already closed the distance. Then, suddenly, and without any warning, Tank landed a solid right hand on Terence Crawford. No push, no slap, a full punch. Crawford rocked backward, but stayed on his feet. Canelo moved in instinctively. Dana White shouted for security, and the crowd erupted in chaos. Crawford, already facing the biggest challenge of his career, moving up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo Alvarez, didn't need this added distraction, yet Tank delivered it anyway.
Listen, I called Canelo out because, like I said, he the last great fighter amongst the era that surpassed us. You know, the Floyd, the Pacquiao, the De La Hoya. We both came up in that era, and he was right there with those fighters, and he got the chance to fight the Miguel Cottos, the Floyd Mayweathers, and you know, the Kovalevs and Triple Gs, and I wasn't able to get those mega fights, you know, so this is my mega fight, this is my moment, and that's the reason why I want to fight an all-time great like Canelo.
Now, turning back to Canelo versus Crawford, Tank wasn't the only one making moves. Canelo himself got physical, delivering a shove to Crawford during the face-off. Crawford remained composed, using Canelo's shove as motivation rather than intimidation. This moment adds a new layer of challenge and focus for Terence "Bud" Crawford.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out, from Kirkland to Amir Khan to just... Obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not Kovalev.
Kovalev was older. He does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see the fight with Canelo?
Tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching him, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
This isn't simply moving up a weight class. It's stepping straight into the lion's den. Canelo has faced top-tier fighters at 168 and even 175, and his power carries a whole different level of danger. Just look at what Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, or Sergey Kovalev experienced firsthand.
A lot of people that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing. Okay, Madrimov was a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions. Canelo Alvarez will take any punch from Crawford, but I don't think Crawford will take any punches from Canelo. Remember, Canelo got hit by Triple G, the heaviest hitter in that division. And Canelo took those shots like a champ. I don't think Crawford has anything to beat Canelo.
Crawford, by contrast, began his career at just 135 pounds. That means he's climbing 3 entire divisions from his lightweight beginnings. An enormous jump by any measure.
Tell you what I think should be gone. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jamel Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life. And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it. And lost fight number 2. Trained him for fight Rocky 3. And then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago. Because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small.
Many experts are concerned about Crawford, questioning how he'll handle a full-strength shot from Canelo to the ribs or chin. This isn't Errol Spence or Sean Porter. This is Canelo Alvarez, the face of Mexican boxing, packing knockout power in both fists.
It's my biggest concern when it comes to Terence Bud Crawford, when people, for some reason, keep mistakenly comparing him to Floyd Mayweather when it comes to being an elusive fighter. Terence Crawford and Boots Ennis has a similar approach to boxing. They are boxer punchers, and it's because Terence Crawford was too big and too strong for most of the opponents. He was too athletic, too. Foot speed, hand speed, just too accurate. Physically, probably the best athlete in the boxing world. He does the same thing, which is why he's been dropped, which is why he's been rocked, which is why he gets hit a lot with consecutive punches. You saw him get Madrimov, you saw him get David Hamnese. You saw the type of punches he was getting landed on from Showtime Sean Porter, right? Because he's used to bullying cats. And that's what I'm concerned about with him versus Canelo Alvarez.
Rolly Romero has expressed strong doubts about this matchup, while Andre Ward believes Crawford possesses the tools to defeat Canelo. The interesting part? Crawford has faced this scenario before. Each time he moved up in weight, critics claimed he was too small, yet every single time, he proved them wrong and dominated.
Talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
He didn't merely defeat Spence, he completely outclassed him, making the fight look almost like a sparring session. Now Crawford is bigger, stronger, and more dangerous than ever, raising the question, will his skill and ring IQ carry over to 168 pounds? Or will the jump in weight finally become a hurdle he can't overcome?
He's had one fight above 147 pounds, and everyone, including Terence Crawford, will tell you that was not his finest performance against Israel Madrimov. He is older than Canelo. He is coming up in weight. He's coming off a long layoff. I can't look at Canelo Williams' school and say, you know what? Canelo is too far in a decline to beat Terence Crawford. Not until I've seen what Terence Crawford looks like at 168 pounds.
Yeah, same here. And even though we could see Canelo Alvarez diminishing, we're still going to favor him because he's been in there with the bigger, stronger men. Crawford's not going to be able to hurt him. Crawford will be able to pepper him up, win rounds. Like I tell you, I have an image of Canelo Alvarez after the fight. He's going to be bloodied and bruised because he's going to get pot-shotted. He's going to throw 2-3 punches, pepper him up, and then get an angle. Then once Canelo starts realizing I'm falling behind here or I'm getting hit too much, I got to do something great, that's when Crawford's going to have to get on his fight.
Terence Crawford isn't just gearing up to face Canelo in the ring. He's facing a double challenge. Inside the ropes, he's up against one of the hardest hitters of his generation. And outside the ring, Gervonta Tank Davis is swinging without even being part of the scheduled fight.
I got a question for you, Tank. At 147, how does a fight with you and Terence Crawford look?
147?
147.
Shit, I tapped that trend. You know he going to sleep.
I already know. I already know
he
he
ain't
is.
got no chance.
I already know he is.
You said no chance.
I got round 5.
Shit, I got round 6.
We'll go with that. I'm gonna put my money around 6.
The battle of minds on both sides. And as the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So you can bet Tank is quietly hoping Canelo lands every shot and overwhelms Crawford.
You're gonna be able to do it by the come fight night.
I know Turkey is in your corner, but
promise
look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
But here's the twist. That dynamic doesn't end with Canelo. Another figure has stepped into the mix, Floyd Mayweather. Back in the public eye, Floyd is taking jabs at both Canelo and Tank, labeling Canelo as easy work, once more, and reviving a rivalry that's been simmering for over a decade. As for Tank, his history with Floyd runs deep. Once promoted as the future face of boxing by Mayweather, their relationship eventually fractured, leaving the student-turned-renegade.
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel. And he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, with that's what I was. For real? That's what I was told at the time.
Now, with Tank repeatedly crossing boundaries, including targeting Crawford's family, Floyd was asked if Davis had gone too far, and he didn't hesitate to take Crawford's side, officially ending any silence between them. Opinions are split. Some call Tank's punch outright disrespectful, while others see it as a calculated move, perhaps a way to unsettle Bud or reclaim attention after the Roach loss, which had already left a mark on Tank's reputation. He didn't appear dominant or invincible. Instead, he looked human, slower, unprepared, and exposed. Roach wasn't intimidated by Tank's power, and the 9th round moment, when Roach sent Tank to a knee only for the referee to rule it a slip rather than a knockdown, caused widespread controversy. Many argue that had it been scored correctly, Roach might have walked away with the victory.
Did that, so I know the got in his eye, but they should have countered it. They would have countered it, would have went to Lamont Roach. What I didn't like about Tank, he was gassing up Lamont Roach way too much, and he was already talking about like retiring.
He seemed a little distracted, didn't he, in the fight?
That wasn't the same Gervonta Davis we're really used to seeing.
It just lets you know how corrupt like these governing bodies are, bro. If that dude took a knee, not only did he take a knee, he's like, hold on real quick. Let me get this out of my eye. How is that not a point? Like,
you know, funny thing, bro, that's why I cut my braids off. I had braids, and I had the same thing. I went through the same shit. When I fought Andre, that shit was burning my eye, so I cut that shit.
Tank left the fight still undefeated, but just barely, while Roach earned the title of the People's Champion. Since then, Tank's life has been chaotic. Legal issues, media storms, talks of early retirement, and odd exhibition rumors with Jake Paul. He's been making money, no doubt, but his grip on control has been slipping.
Davis Lamont Roach. I think we need to start with that one.
Yeah.
What transpired in that fight was astounding, because you have to remember Tank Davis was a 16-1 favorite going into this fight. Lamont Roach, while a WBA champion, was moving up from 130 pounds, and no one thought he had a chance. And the general demeanor of Tank Davis going into this fight was like, hey man, I'm kind of done with this. I got 3 fights left. I'm going to be done by the end of 2025. I don't really like this sport anymore. Kids, don't do this. Go into soccer. This ain't...
That's it for today's video. If you liked what you saw, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss our future uploads. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear from you. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.